It's time for me to share my 3 favorite elementary homeschool picks for this year so far. These 3 all made the list for 2 main reasons. 1, they all work well when teaching multiple students at one time. And 2, they all help my kids meet multiple goals within one curriculum or one resource. So if that sounds like something that would be up your alley, then stick around. Let's get started. This video is done in collaboration with my friend Megan over at Pennies and Salt. She is also going to be sharing some of her favorite resources when it comes to homeschooling this year. And if you want to hear my favorites for middle school, be sure to subscribe because I'm going to be sharing those coming up here in a couple of weeks. First up on my top picks list would have to be PAL, Primary Arts of Language by IEW. This program has been phenomenal for my elementary students. I am currently using it for a kindergartner, a first grader, and a 5th grader, but a 5th grader who functions more at a 1st or 2nd grade level. This program allows me to teach to each of their specific needs, but all at one time. We go through different phonics concepts, and I will teach that EA says E or that CH says ch. But then I can give examples that are age appropriate to each of their levels. So my oldest daughter is going to get a more complex word that has that blend in there, or maybe has multiple different phonogram sounds in there. Whereas my youngest might have something really simple. It works great for multiple students because its primary resource for learning and teaching is through games. So every day you're doing about 10 to 30 minutes worth of review games with your kids. And this is always better done with a sibling. It's a great way to get lots of review and learning and to have fun with each other. I also love the fact that this helps teach multiple skills. So this PALS reading program is not just to teach reading. It also helps with beginning writing skills, helping introduce story arc and what is the character and the setting. It helps introduce basic grammar skills, introduces literature, poetry, and more. This has definitely been a top pick for so many reasons. And I would love real fast before we go any further in this video for you to drop down in the comments what has been your favorite resource that you have used this year, whether it's for elementary or for older years. The second resource that's been hugely helpful in our homeschool and honestly probably surprised me the most was journaling. We have been daily journaling with my 3 elementary age kiddos. We have been taking the time for them to write the date at the top of the page and to write out a few sentences of their choice. Now I love this because it works with multiple students because I'm able to tier it according to their ability. My youngest will tell me what to write, I write it for her, and then she illustrates the picture. My 1st grader will tell me what to write. I will write it out, but skip every other line so that she can copy that and then illustrate it. And then my older daughter will write out and illustrate her own words and pages. This is great because it works on multiple different skills. It works on calendar skills, dictation, it works on writing clear sentences, on grammar. It's a great opportunity for spelling and for copy work as they work on handwriting with writing these out. These are great skills that can all be worked on in one subject and can kind of bounce back and forth between multiple levels. Now, one thing we are going to be doing different starting next week is we are actually going to be starting our winter unit. And so in the past, we've just used one of these composition notebooks and that's been great. But I have noticed that since we've been doing it at the beginning of the year, they're starting to kind of run out of ideas of what they can write and they're ready to kind of take it to that next level, being more descriptive or finding different types of writing. So this season, we are going to be switching over to the 30-day writing challenge. This is something where they will be able to still do that same thing of writing and illustrating something, but they're all winter themed and they're given just a little prompt. Every day is a different prompt, and this will last us for quite a while to be able to jump into fun winter themed prompts like if you were to build a snow fort, what would it look like? So this is helping them work on great descriptive words. Or tell me about the first time you remember seeing snow. These are just fun interactive ways to get your kids thinking about a winter theme, but broadening their horizons when it comes to writing. And this is actually something I created. It is actually included in the Mega Winter Bundle, which is really awesome. And I will drop links down below for all of that for you guys. It's where you can get over $600 worth of winter resources for only $25. And this is included as well as another fun printable that I made to go along with it that is talking all about homonyms, homophones, and homographs. So lots of fun to be had there. Again, I will drop links links down to all of that below. But this has been something that has been a great way to dive into extra learning and to have fun with multiple students. The third favorite resource for this year is one we've been using for a while, but we're doing it in a very different way. And that is Apologia's Science. So this year I actually split off my middle school kids from my elementary school kids, and we are doing the land animals unit while my older kids are working on anatomy. This has been really fun because we're doing it in a smaller group. We're doing it more where everybody's kind of on the same level instead of having such a broad range of kids working on it, which I do love the fact that with Apologia, you can go broad. But with having it be my younger ones together, it really has helped us to dive into those things that are more interesting to them. We've had really great conversations around it. I do love the fact that with multiple students, I'm able to choose which journal I want them to use. So they have an optional journal you can add on. And so I have one for the primary students or one for the junior students, depending on what they're ready for. There's just a difference in a few of the activities. I think there's crossword puzzles in the older one versus coloring pages in the younger one. The spaces to write your notes are a little bit bigger in the younger one, things like that. But I love the fact that it makes the adaptions for that so it's easy to use with multiple students, but at their level. And because of those journals, I have found that not only are they learning a ton about science, and they are absolutely loving these animal facts. They are so real and relatable as they see these animals on movies and in books and magazines and at the zoo. They've learned about pandas and how they don't have opposable thumbs. And they've learned fun facts about kangaroos and how they can have multiple babies drinking milk from the mother, and it's totally different types of milk depending on what they need. I do like the fact though that beyond learning these science facts, they have been working on note-taking. They've been able to work on presenting because I do have them present and share the information that they learn at our science co-op. And then of course they are getting that opportunity to do things like the crossword puzzles or the copy work that's involved in the journal. So it involves a little bit of language arts as well. If you want to learn more about Apologia and some of the amazing different things that they offer, check out this video here that shares 10 things you need to know about them.